Hello everybody, my name is Levon, and today I'm going to show you guys what I came up with here for this automatic or this auto chicken feeder everybody's coming up with on the internet. Basically, it's 4-inch corrugated tubing, drill 2-inch holes in them, and the way I have this set up is temporary. These guys are not even 2 months old yet. It will be in a couple of days, actually the 15th, so I'm going to have their coop or their run finished tonight. So basically people are taking this 4-inch tubing, putting a cap on one side and a 90 on the other, and they're basically building something like that. And if you look on the inside, this is temporary. I just set this up for you guys to see. This is actually going to be another feeder. You want to cut the lip like that, or even like that, with a little bit of space. This one might be a little low. Oops, sorry. This one might be a little bit low, but you want something like about that. Anyways, you can, depending if your feed is granule or powder. This was set up for the powder. This is probably going to be better for the granule. So you want that lip though. You definitely want to cut a lip on the inside, and then this is going to be the piece that's inside their coop, their little brooder right now. And this is the one that you're going to drill your 2-inch holes in. Or I'm just going to take that guy and smack it on here when I'm done. But this is the problem when people get these feeders. They forget, because you clearly can't see how much food there is in there. So they forget to fill them up, and they take off for the weekend, and their chickens go hungry. So I came up with an early warning device. I've seen other people with these weird little setups. They got like a flag that goes sideways, or even a little piece of sheet metal that flings sideways. And I thought that was kind of, it could probably fail you, or it just wasn't as reliable as, I don't know. Either way, I don't know how he set it up. It was just a video I saw, and I thought about it. I go, hey, that's absolutely right. If that thing runs low, say it's about maybe 6 inches from the bottom there, that's about maybe a day's worth of food for your chickens. So I got 9 altogether, so they'll eat through that real fast. So if I leave for the weekend, and I'm screwing over my chickens because they're not going to have any food. So anyways, what's going on here is I came up with this idea. I had a whole bunch of these keychains lying around, and I get them all the time. And this one's kind of creepy, actually. Where's the button on this thing? This one's really creepy. I don't think so. Creepy. Anyways, the sheep don't work, the cow doesn't work, the duck squawks, and the frog. I picked the frog because it's got a nice flat base, and it croaks, and it's got a nice bright light, and it works. So I'll save the batteries from everybody else, and I'll shove them in there when they go low. So you're going to need a switch like this, and obviously the wire, a little bit of wiring that goes to it, and you take this guy apart, and where the switch is, I soldered onto the switch so it would run to this guy, and when you hit it, it does the same thing. It ends up squawking. In fact, when you can see right here, I try to do this one-handed, guys. Bloody hell. So you just pull on the wire, and there it goes. So just run the wires through to the bottom, put them on the switch, and that's how I basically, and then you just take a container, which I find outside all the time, and I put a couple of rocks in them, and I'm going to simulate basically what's going on. I got one hand, guys, so bear with me. So you're going to fill this up, you're going to put this container on the top, and you're going to cap it, obviously. And as your feed, I'm going to put the container on the bottom, and I'm going to simulate, as your feed goes and goes and goes, they're eating, your chickens are eating, this line is going to stretch out until it gets to the very bottom, and then that's perfect height. So when that guy starts croaking and it gets annoying, it's time to fill this thing up. So you obviously pull this thing out, and you take your thing out, you fill it all the way up, you put your container back in again, and you cap it. And it once it reaches the bottom again, I'll try to. There you go. Once it reaches the bottom, pulls on that switch. And there you go. That's a nice little early warning system for you guys. I'll put another rock in there just to, you know, but you just want a little bit so it can throw that switch. And then what I did, I basically mounted the switch like so on the underneath, and I brought these copper wires that are holding it just under the cap, and I swirled them around just so they can look like I don't know, little lily pads or something. And there you go. That way you don't starve your chickens when you take off for the weekend. Or this is a pretty cool system that they have on the internet for the chicken feeds. I'm going to have this short section out in their run area for their feed, and then this bigger one's going to be right where their coop is. So I'll give you guys an update once I have that all taken care of and finished up. I'm coming up with some pretty cool ideas here with this chicken coop and their run. So stay tuned, and I'll show you guys a little bit more what I come up with. You guys seen my chicken coop door already, and this is kind of a mess, but I'll show you guys what we're doing. So yeah, got all this guy taken care of. The sun's out, obviously, door's going to be open, so I'm going to put the system all the way up against the wall, and that is going to be their little run. I put all my piping and all that stuff, so that's going to be their little tunnel running all the way down to the backyard, where they're going to have their 8x16 run. So I'll give you guys a quick run on what it's going to look like. Sorry about the mess. I got to get rid of all these piping. I've been really busy lately. So you're looking at something like that. So that's going to be their run, and I'm going to finish it up once the sun moves over our heads, because it's freaking hot. But there you go. So I'm going to put a couple of beams to support this, and then I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to net it up. I'm actually going to use some construction string, and I'm going to do my own thing, because stuff's super expensive, and for $20 I'm going to basically fence this whole thing in with some heavy duties. And this is just their daytime thing where they come out to hang out. So at night they're going to take their tunnel back to their coop, and on that side I'm going to do the wire cloth and the heavy duty. So there's going to be two doors. Their main door is going to open and let them out to where that front little area is going to be, where their food and water is. So in the morning they can go do their thing. And then the other door to this path is going to open up, and then it's going to give them access to come out here, which will be nice and sunny. And I'm going to shade this one side up over here. There you go. So the pool is ready to get jumped in, and just getting things ready here. So there you go. It's the this is going to get pushed up a little bit more toward that wall, and then get all this crap out of the way. So there you go. That's a little tour, guys. That's my ultimate chicken coop, and the door and automatic opener. There you go. So really cool little idea that you can make sure your feeder stays filled and your chickens always eating. This guy, I don't know what's this guy's always want to be on the top, just always wants to stand up there for some reason. Anyways, there you go. Thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, please leave them below, and don't ever buy something like this for your kids. Thank you for watching.